Coach Ivy. Welcome back to Treadmill Trivia. You've made it to episode 4, and today we're kicking things up another notch with 20 rounds of all knowledge challenges to fire up your focus and stamina. From movie moments and brainy breakthroughs to those "wait, I should have known that" facts, every round's designed to keep your stride strong and your mind dialed in. Lock in that pace, stay light on your feet, and remember, the only thing moving faster than your steps should be your brain. Ready to push past the ordinary? Episode 4 of Treadmill Trivia starts right now. Round 1, History. Famous women. Which woman was the first to win a Nobel Prize? A. Marie Curie. B. Rosalind Franklin. C. Ada Lovelace. Or D. Jane Goodall. Here's a clue. She was the first woman ever honored for groundbreaking work in science. The correct answer is A. Marie Curie. Fun facts. Marie Curie made history by winning Nobel Prizes in 2 different sciences, physics in 1903 and chemistry in 1911. She discovered radium and polonium, paving the way for modern cancer treatments and nuclear science. Her original notebooks are still radioactive, a testament to her pioneering work. Round 2, Space and Astronomy. Which planet has the fastest rotation in our solar system? A. Earth, B. Jupiter, C. Saturn, or D. Mercury? Here's a hint. Its day lasts less than 10 hours. The answer is B. Jupiter. Fun facts. Jupiter spins so rapidly that it bulges at the equator and flattens at the poles. Its famous Great Red Spot is a massive storm raging for centuries, larger than Earth itself. With 79 moons and a magnetic field far stronger than any other planet, Jupiter dominates our solar system both in size and power. Astronomers have studied it for centuries, and you can even spot it without a telescope on a clear night. Round 3, Pop Culture. Which musician played a character in Back to the Future Part 2 and 3? A. Flea, B. Anthony Kiedis, C. Dave Navarro, or D. Chad Smith? Here's a clue. He's the bassist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The correct answer is A. Flea. Fun facts. Flea, the high-energy bassist for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, played Marty McFly's obnoxious coworker Needles in Back to the Future Parts 2 and 3. Huey Lewis, who gave us The Power of Love and Back in Time, made a quick cameo as a school judge in the original film, telling Marty his band was too darn loud. And in Back to the Future Part 3, ZZ Top traded guitars for fiddles, appearing as the Old West Festival Band, proving rock and time travel go hand in hand. Round 4, Historical Crime. Who was the first person executed by electric chair? Was it A. Bartolomeo Vanzetti, B. Jack Ruby, C. Nicola Sacco, or D. William Kemmler? Hint: this was a late 19th century attempt at a modern execution. The answer is D. William Kemmler. Fun facts. In 1890, William Kemmler became the first person executed by electric chair in New York, a moment meant to symbolize progress, but it quickly turned into horror. The method proved gruesome, with sparks, smoke, and the smell of burning filling the room as witnesses watched in shock. What was supposed to be humane became one of the most haunting executions in American history. The event fueled nationwide debates about ethics, legality, and the future of execution methods in America. It remains a landmark moment in criminal justice history. Round 5. Famous mysteries. Which ship was found adrift in 1872 with no crew aboard, but everything else perfectly in place? A. The Flying Dutchman. B. The Mary Celeste. C. The Lusitania. Or D. The HMS Resolute. Here's your clue. A ghost ship found. No crew, no clues. The correct answer is B, the Mary Celeste. Fun facts. When the Mary Celeste was discovered floating in the Atlantic, her crew had vanished without a trace. The ship's cargo and personal items were untouched, suggesting no signs of struggle or piracy. The only thing missing was a single lifeboat. Over the years, theories have ranged from mutiny to seaquake to alien abduction, but none have ever been proven. The mystery of the Mary Celeste remains one of the most chilling maritime puzzles in history. Round 6. True crime serial killers. Which female serial killer was portrayed by Charlize Theron in the film Monster? Was it A. Nanny Doss, B. Eileen Franklin, C. Carla Homolka, or D. Eileen Wuornos? Here's a clue. Her story inspired an Oscar-winning performance. The correct answer is D. Eileen Wuornos. Fun facts. Eileen Wuornos was a former sex worker who tragically became a serial killer, murdering 7 men in Florida between 1989 and 1990, claiming each killing was in self-defense. Her life was marked by abuse, homelessness, and mental illness, drawing intense media scrutiny. She was executed by lethal injection in 2002, ending a dark and controversial chapter in true crime history. Her story was immortalized in the 2003 film Monster, where Charlize Theron's dramatic transformation won her the Academy Award for Best Actress. Round 7. Literature and writing. Who wrote Frankenstein? A. Mary Shelley, B. Edgar Allan Poe, C. Bram Stoker, or D. H.G. Wells? Hint: she wrote this classic while still a teenager. The correct answer is A. Mary Shelley. Fun facts. Frankenstein was published in 1818 and explores deep questions of science and ethics. Shelley wrote it during that stormy summer in Switzerland, and it's widely considered the first science fiction novel. Its story and themes have inspired countless adaptations across literature, film, and media, making it a timeless and influential work in the sci-fi genre. Round 8. Psychology and perception. What is the Mandela effect? A. False memories shared by many people. B. Remembering dreams as real. C. Seeing patterns in randomness. Or D. Fear of forgetting things. Here's a clue. Think the Monopoly Man has a monocle? Think again. The correct answer is A. False memories shared by many people. Fun facts. The Mandela effect happens when large groups of people remember the same thing incorrectly. It's named after a mass false memory that Nelson Mandela died in prison during the 1980s, years before he actually became president of South Africa. Psychologists explain it as the brain's way of filling in missing details. We combine fragments of memory, suggestion, and repetition until fiction feels like fact. From movie quotes like "Luke, I am your father," to the spelling of the Berenstain Bears, the Mandela effect shows how powerful and imperfect memory can be. Round 9. Pop culture 1970s. Which 1970s sitcom popularized the catchphrase "Dynamite"? Was it A. Good Times, B. Sanford and Son, C. Laverne and Shirley, or D. Happy Days? Here's a clue. Centered on a Chicago family keeping humor through hard times. The correct answer is A, Good Times. Fun facts! The show starred Jimmy Walker as J.J. Evans, a character whose humor and energy defined 1970s sitcom style. During an early taping, Walker's ad-libbed "Dynamite" sparked such an enthusiastic audience response that director John Rich insisted he include it in every episode. Good Times aired on CBS from 1974 to 1979 and broke ground with its portrayal of a working-class African-American family in Chicago. In later seasons, a young Janet Jackson joined the cast as Penny Gordon Woods, linking the show to one of the most famous families in entertainment history. Round 10, Classic Cinema. In the 1933 film King Kong, what ultimately caused the giant ape's downfall? A, a storm, B, a rival beast, C, a collapsing building, or D, the airplanes? Here's your clue. Beauty killed the beast. The answer is D, the airplanes. Fun facts! King Kong revolutionized movie making with its groundbreaking stop-motion animation and special effects, created by Willis O'Brien. Actress Fay Wray's terrified screams became so iconic that she was forever remembered as the original Scream Queen. And in one of cinema's most unforgettable endings, the line, "It wasn't the airplanes, it was beauty killed the beast," gave the film its haunting, poetic legacy. Round 11, World Records. Which city hosts the world's tallest annual fireworks display? A, Sydney, B, New York City, C, Dubai, or D, Tokyo? Here's your clue. Skyscrapers and skybursts. This city does both, bigger than anyone. The correct answer is C, Dubai. Fun facts, the Burj Khalifa sets the stage for the world's tallest fireworks display, a show so massive it uses the entire skyscraper as one giant launch tower. Those fireworks blast more than 800 meters into the sky, creating trails of color that can be seen for miles across the desert skyline. And every New Year's Eve, millions of viewers around the world tune in to witness Dubai's jaw-dropping spectacle, proof that this city doesn't just reach for the sky, it lights it up. Round 12, Music Legends. Who is the best-selling solo artist of all time? Is it A, Madonna, B, Elvis Presley, C, Michael Jackson, or D, Elton John? Clue, a worldwide phenomenon launched on such a night. The correct answer is B, Elvis Presley. Fun facts. Elvis's career stretched from his explosive 1950s debut to his Las Vegas reign in the 1970s, with hit records, Hollywood films, and a comeback that reminded the world why he was called the King. Estimates of his record sales vary, but he's widely credited as the top-selling solo artist in history, with influence felt across rock, country, and pop music. Elvis's sound inspired generations, from the Beatles and Led Zeppelin to Bruce Springsteen and even modern pop icons who credit his swagger and stage presence as a blueprint for stardom. Round 13, Food and Drink. What popular snack was first sold at the 1904 World's Fair? Was it A, hot dog, B, cotton candy, C, ice cream cone, or D, popcorn? Clue, sweet, simple, and still the coolest invention of 1904. The correct answer is C, ice cream cone. Fun facts, First served at the St. Louis World's Fair in 1904, it was an instant hit with fairgoers. This clever invention gave ice cream a portable life, letting people enjoy it without a dish. The idea was popularized by Italo Marchioni, who had created edible cups to hold ice cream, transforming a simple treat into a lasting icon of fairs and carnivals worldwide. Round 14, famous landmarks. Which European city is famous for its leaning tower? A, Venice, B, Rome, C, Milan, or D, Pisa? Clue: a tower that tilts, not tumbles, and tourists love it. The correct answer is D, Pisa. Fun facts. Construction of Pisa's bell tower started in the 1100s, and the soft ground caused it to lean early on. Modern restoration and engineering work have reduced and stabilized the tilt, but the tower still leans enough to be famous. It stands beside the cathedral in the Piazza dei Miracoli, drawing sightseers who love to pose with that perfect optical illusion. Round 15, pop culture, TV. Which actress played Samantha Stevens on Bewitched? A, Elizabeth Montgomery, B, Barbara Eden, C, Agnes Moorehead, or D, Marion Lorne? Clue: a nose twitch and a smile. She charmed the 1960s. The correct answer is A, Elizabeth Montgomery. Bewitched aired from 1964 to 1972 and became one of television's most beloved sitcoms of the era. Elizabeth Montgomery played Samantha, a charming witch who tried to balance her magical powers with the demands of ordinary suburban life. The show cleverly blended fantasy and comedy, but it also touched on deeper social themes, from gender roles to acceptance, wrapped in the sparkle of 1960s humor. Montgomery's graceful performance made Samantha an icon, inspiring generations of shows featuring magical or empowered women on screen. Round 16, science and nature. What is the only bird capable of sustained hovering in place? A, sparrow, B, hummingbird, C, kingfisher, or D, swallow? Clue: tiny, fast wing beats. It suspends midair like a helicopter. The correct answer is B, hummingbird. Fun facts: a hummingbird's wings can beat up to 80 times per second, fast enough to blur into invisibility and keep them perfectly still in midair. They're the only birds that can truly hover or even fly backward, darting between flowers with pinpoint control. Their tiny size comes with a high-octane metabolism, forcing them to refuel constantly on nectar, nature's perfect design for motion and energy. Round 17, historical events. Which year did the Berlin Wall fall? A, 1979, B, 1991, C, 1989, or D, 1987? Clue: the same year Taylor Swift was born. The correct answer is C, 1989. Same year as the Exxon Valdez spill, Nintendo Game Boy release, the invention of the World Wide Web, as well as Batman with Michael Keaton hitting theaters. Fun facts: in November 1989, weeks of public protests and political pressure finally pushed East German officials to open the checkpoints, allowing citizens to cross freely for the first time in decades. The scenes of people tearing down the Berlin Wall became a defining symbol of the Cold War's end, a moment of unity broadcast across the world. Just a year later, East and West Germany were formally reunited, marking a powerful close to one of history's most divided eras. Round 18, movies and Hollywood. What movie holds the record for the highest grossing film when adjusted for inflation? A, Titanic, B, Avatar, C, Star Wars, or D, Gone with the Wind? Clue: Vivian and Clark brought romance and drama to the big screen. The correct answer is D, Gone with the Wind. Fun facts. Released in 1939, Gone with the Wind wasn't just a film. It was a Hollywood marathon of ambition. The search for Scarlett O'Hara became legendary, with more than 1,400 actresses auditioning before Vivien Leigh claimed the role. Behind the glamour, the movie broke barriers too. Hattie McDaniel's performance earned her an Academy Award, making her the first Black actor ever to win one. Round 19, inventions and technology. Which company released the first mass-produced personal computer? A, IBM, B, Apple, C, Commodore, or D, Microsoft? Clue: the PC that businesses bought first wore the blue logo. The correct answer is A, IBM. Fun facts: IBM launched the IBM PC in 1981, marking a major milestone in personal computing. The same year, MTV debuted, forever changing how people experienced music. Its open architecture allowed other manufacturers to build compatible machines, sparking an era of PC clones and rapidly expanding computing options in homes and offices. This design and approach revolutionized business computing, helping standardize hardware and software, a foundational shift that shaped the technology we rely on today. Round 20, pop culture, superheroes, final round. Which comic book hero is also called the Caped Crusader? A, Superman, B, Batman, C, Spider-Man, or D, Iron Man? Clue: no superpowers, just wits, gadgets, and a dark city. The correct answer is B, Batman. Fun facts: Batman made his debut in Detective Comics number 27 in 1939, introducing readers to Bruce Wayne, a billionaire committed to fighting crime. His secret identity combines wealth, intellect, and rigorous training to protect Gotham. The Bat Signal, the dark, sprawling city, and his famous rogues gallery all help cement Batman as one of the most enduring and influential heroes in pop culture. For context, 1939 was also the year Gone with the Wind premiered and World War II erupted in Europe, making it a landmark year both in history and entertainment. Nice work! That's 20 full rounds crushed. You've just powered through another treadmill trivia workout. Mind sharp, heart strong, stride steady. If you're not ready to cool down just yet, you can keep your pace going with one of our Stack episodes. Themed add-ons that give you extra trivia time and a fresh challenge every session. New main episodes and stacks drop regularly, so hit subscribe and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. Until next time, keep that heart rate up, keep your curiosity alive, and remember, the best cardio is the one that keeps your brain moving too. See you in the next round.